Hello, I am a broker, Ariana Hunter, for Su Casa, Su Castillo. And today we're going to be talking about why it's a good idea to have at least three bank accounts in three different banks. This is covering the series What Your Mother Didn't Teach You, and basically is an extension of our conversation. The reason that you need at least three bank accounts is because you have to have one for your major accounts to pay your major events, such as your house, your insurance, your car, your big ticket items that are paid monthly, and where your money goes in. Most people get paid automatically these days, and so is where your whole amount, where your cash comes in every 2 weeks or every month, depending on the cycle you get paid. But you have to have a second account, and your second account is when you want to shop online or when you want to go to retail stores and use it. And it's a more lenient account where you can put the amount of money you need and not worry so much that someone's going to get the number of the debit card that you'll be using and stealing your money, because it is not the same security as a credit card. Your debit card, you have more liability with your money, and it's a little bit more challenging to prove to the bank or the credit union that you're not liable. Now, this is where it comes to play. It depends what account you have. If it's a bank account that is a large bank, such as Chase Bank, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, they charge you to have the money in the bank, but then in exchange for that, they have a better representation when it comes to those kind of activities. If somebody should get their hands on your debit card and you call it in, they're most likely going to side with you than with the merchant. That doesn't happen necessarily with the credit unions. They tend to be smaller. Well, they don't charge you for having the account. Because you're not paying for the representation in a way. They don't have the capabilities, and they don't do it. From my experience, very seldom will they take your side. So you have to evaluate what is more important to you. With the bigger banks, you pay for flexibility, representation, and convenience. For smaller banks, they're gonna pay you for having the money in their credit unions, and they're also going to be enough fees for holding the checking account. And if you want to make money, you don't want to be paying the bank for these fees. You want it free for yourself, because you want them to pay you for having the money in the bank. Now, the third type of checking account that you're going to have is going to be like a more relaxed account, a medium size, where you're going to pay other things, such as your coffee, your gas. You maybe go to the supermarket with this account. It's a more medium account where you could it's for your personal and some bills, but it's the bills that you're iffy about giving them your main account. So in total, you're going to have three, and that's the reason you shouldn't have only one, because you have to be a really good accountant, and from experience, most people are not. Usually, they throw themselves off, and it happens all the time. Horrible stories, like you went to the market, you bought eggs, and you were short on your mortgage payment because of that. You don't want that to happen to you. It's very simple nowadays. You can hold more than one checking account, and this doesn't have to happen to you. Now, in addition to that, each checking account, for the most part, they have you open a savings along with it. And it's wonderful because with this one, with your main account, you could have larger amounts of money where you could put in your account in case you want to, first of all, you always want to have it there so it will grow more money. You want them to pay you, but also to have it flexible, easy and flexible to have nearby. So you could fund your main account, and also for big savings for big ticket items. The one you're going to be using, the second account for online, and when you go to retail store, you want to put some savings there, but you don't want to put a lot of amounts, because you might have to close down the account, or you might have to change the debit card. And sometimes the drastic event is that you close the account. Most of the time, they're only going to have you change your debit card, and will not affect at all your savings. But just to be on the safe side, I suggest put a little amount, $20, $50 every paycheck. That way you accumulate some funds so you could have spending money, either for the holidays or for something special you want to have. And then for your third account, same thing. You have a checking account, you have a savings account. You could put $20, $50 every paycheck, either every 2 weeks or every month. You could accumulate money in this account for activities such as buying your coffee, putting gas, or groceries. or your middle-sized bills. I hope this has helped you. Until next time.